And what we are going to use here is component called, it's a native Grasshopper component, legend. And what this does basically, based on a rectangle that you select, that you put in, it gives you a legend. And you have colors here, tags here. Tags are the information that you put in, colors are the colors that you put in. And if you right click to this, you can visualize it vertical smooth, you can visualize it horizontal discrete and horizontal smooth, or vertical discrete. So let's switch to vertical smooth. So what we want to have here is basically to have this information, to have this color information and put it over here. But since we have like, I don't know how many colors here, we have 1,521 colors. If you put this in, we might be seeing problems. You see, there are problems with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the same gradient. Let's grab a gradient here and let's put the same preset here. But this time we'll be using the colors based on the parameters. And the number of parameters we're going to put is the number of colors we're going to see here. So what do I mean? Lower limit as a default is 0, and as a default 1 for the upper limit. So for the parameter, if I create a series, number of series, that starts from 0, ends at 1, but if it goes with 0, 1, what I'll be having here is the number of series that has from 0 to 0.1. But what we can do here is it counts now at 10, but what we can do is we can put 11 so that we reach between 0 to 1. And this can be our parameter. And if I connect this here to my color, what you see is I see my colors that are put over here. But the problem with this one is it starts from 0 here. 0 is, in this case, refers to the top part of it. So what I'll be doing is I'll be putting a reverse here so that now it basically, the distance is smaller, it gets pinker, distance is larger, it gets red. But the problem is what I'm still seeing here is the 1 fish, 2 fish, this kind of stuff. So maybe I can put these guys here. It's not those here, sorry. To legend, my legend point. And what I need to do is I need to divide these values, the domain, between in the same amount with my count so that I can plot that information here as well. So I go to math, underneath domain, I'll grab divide domain. And this is my domain to be divided. And how many counts I'll be having it? 11. And you see I have 11 segments here. But if I put this here again, you see my tags are doing the other way around. So it's basically the smaller parts are red and the bigger parts are pink. So if I also reverse this list, I have what I needed. And this is my legend. And if we say right click to this vertical discrete, we have this discrete information. We can come over here and then see our information. And as you see, we don't have any kind of outputs here, but this is our legends in terms of like the visualization of the data. So one thing I wanted to test here, if I run these values, let's see what we are having. And you see they are rounded to the values that are already there. So we have to do another stuff to make them round, but we can just stick to this right now. And yeah, and that's pretty much what we are having. And let me group this as my legend and pull out a scribble and put legend here. And let's add to group. And let's put this in as my legend, and I can add this to this group as well. So that is okay. So that's pretty much what we have here, this legend. maybe I can switch back to my Rhino screen for a second and zoom out a bit. So this is my legend as well. So this is basically, this is the, okay, it's weird. This is basically it for this fourth video, and I'll see you in the next one, in which we'll talk about text or textual information, on how we can plot that into our geometries.